G'day viewers and welcome to Heavenly Tai Chi and Yoga. My name is Todd and this is your 20-minute yoga flow for World Spine Day. So we're focusing on the spine today. So key points to note, we'll be looking at lengthening the spine, we're looking at mobility, and we're also looking at strengthening the muscles supporting the spine. So we'll be delving into some Tai Chi, some yoga, and some Qigong to bring it all together into a lovely 20-minute yoga flow. So hope you enjoy it. So let's get to it. So to start the class, we're going to go through a warm-up sequence first, and we'll start with some light stretching. So let's step the feet together. Let's extend the hands to the sky. We'll lengthen the spine away, keep the shoulders down. Keep the feet, the connection to the ground. Inhale, exhale, then release. And we'll slowly take the feet out a little bit wider than hips width distance. So what we call our horse riding stance. It's a Qigong sequence. And we'll slowly rotate from side to side, moving into what we call sideways swinging. So Qigong literally translates as working with life's energy. So what we're doing here, we're making sure we're keeping our feet planted on the ground. We've got a nice long spine and our shoulders are back and down. This creates mobility in the hips also. Remember, the spine is just not alone all by itself. It is connected to the whole body. Okay, so when we're working on the spine, we're working on the whole body. Now the focus for the class today is lengthening the spine, mobility, and strengthening the supporting muscles. But we're also going to relax our body as well so that we can get comfortable within each of the movements. Now we're going to slowly change and take a hand to the top of the shoulders, rotating from side to side. Keep yourself nice and relaxed in this movement, working a nice long breath. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Tongue is on the roof of the mouth. Now from here, we're going to slowly shift from side to side, extending, lengthening up to the sky, and then shifting across to the other side. Notice the placement of the feet as we shift from side to side. Exhaling up, inhaling down. Exhale up. Change. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Stepping in either side, keep that nice length, keep the flowing movement going. And then we'll come back to the center line. Let's hold here for the moment. Let's imagine we've got a nice ball of energy between our palms here, right over our dantian, which is 3 fingers below the belly button. Our center of our energy, the center of our body. Hold here for a moment. Spine nice and long, shoulders back and down. Now we're going to step the feet together. We're going to step across to the right hand side, my right hand side. I'm going to take the right foot out. I'm going to have about a 30-degree angle with the left foot here. And we're going to slowly take the hands out to the side and we're going to shift forward into the forefoot of our right foot. And we're lifting our left heel off the ground. Now we're going to activate our glutes here, our buttock muscles. We're going to open up our shoulders and draw those back. So we're working the muscles supporting the spine here, drawing the hands back. And let's interlock fingers behind the back, and lengthen away. Now let's open up the hands and let's extend the hands out nice and long. So what we're doing here is a standing cat-cow pose. You may see we've done this previously. Now we'll open up the hands out to the side. Imagine that you're holding plates on your palms here and you're working your elbows in close to your body. Exhale, release, draw the belly in, lengthening through the spine. So we're getting a nice length through the spine as we extend up, drawing the shoulders back. We're working the elbows in nice and tight to the ribs. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, release. Extend the hands out nice and long. Lengthen the tailbone down. Inhale, drawing up. Drawing the elbows in nice and tight to the ribs. Keep the head looking straight forward. And then slowly release. Let yourself go then. Then we'll change to the opposite side. This time we're going to take our left foot forward. Okay? Right foot forward previous. So left foot forward. We're going to rise up on the ball of the right foot. Let's take the hands behind us. Grabbing the forearms. Drawing the elbows closer together, shoulder blades closer together, working that spine. Let's activate the glute muscles. Keep the head looking forward. And now we'll change. Take those hands out in front of you. Still activating the glutes as we come back here. We're drawing the belly in. Extending the hands. And then inhale, lifting up that right foot off the ground. Drawing the elbows into the ribs, looking forward. What's that rotation on the wrist here? Want to try and see if we can imagine that we're holding a plate. And then releasing. Inhale, drawing up. Activate the glutes, draw the elbows in, lengthen the spine, looking forward. Really working to draw the shoulder blades together here at the moment. That's going to activate the muscle supporting the spine. It's going to lengthen the spine. Extend the hands forward and then final time, drawing up. And then releasing. Give the hands a shake. If the legs are nice, it'll shake here. Now we'll come to the right hand side again. Let's step to the front of the mat. Let's extend the hands up to the sky and we'll swan dive down to Uttanasana, forward fold. Let's draw the knees in, relax the knees, relax the neck here. Take the hands down to the mat and then lift, drawing up, working the legs straight, lifting the hips up to the sky and then releasing, exhale, take the hands down to the mat and then we'll step the right leg back. And we'll step the left leg back. We'll come into Phalakasana, high plank. Let's think about the alignment here. Heels are working back towards the end of the mat. Shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Let's take our knees down to the mat. Untuck our toes and then we shift backwards onto our heels. Let's work the palms back as we come into our extended child's pose or Balasana. Working the buttocks down onto the heels. Feel that length through the spine here. Now let's draw ourselves back up. Let's step the right foot back. Let's step the left foot back. Come into our Phalakasana, our high plank. Think length. Now we're going to draw the hips up to the sky. Come into our inverted V pose. From here, we're going to work the heels towards the mat. We're going to slowly pedal the legs back and forth. Lengthening the calves. Working the hands into the mat. We'll come into our downward facing dog. From here, we're going to go into our rolling wave. So we're going to rise up on the ball of the feet. We're going to draw the belly in towards the chest. We're going to slowly roll the vertebra of the spine till we stack the shoulders over the wrists. And then we're going to lower down all the way down to the belly. Chaturanga, untuck the toes, and we slowly draw ourselves up into a floating up dog. Now we'll tuck the chin to chest, press the ground away, untuck the toes. We draw the hips up to the skies, rolling back into our downward facing dog. Now we're going to go through that sequence one more time. So from here we're going to rise up on the balls of the feet, tuck the belly in, draw it in, rolling vertebra by vertebra. We stack the shoulders over the wrist. Then we'll slowly lower down into Chaturanga and then take all the way down to the mat. And then we're slowly drawing ourselves up into floating up dog. Draw the belly in, activate the glutes. Hold here for a moment. Now we'll tuck the chin to chest, stepping all the way back into our downward facing dog. Now let's take our knees down to the mat. Come into our balasana or child's pose. Thinking length here. Working through the mobility there. With our rolling wave, rolling vinyasa. Let's come up to our 4-point base. We'll do our cat-cow here. So from here, we want to make sure our shoulders are stacked over our wrists. Our hips are stacked over our knees, and our knees are in line with our hands. We've got a nice wide base with our hands into the mat. So from here, we're going to draw the belly, extend the shoulder girdle to the sky. Now we've got our 4-point base, cat-cow. And then releasing, lengthen the tailbone down, lifting the head, looking up, coming to our cow pose. And then coming to our angry cat pose, really pushing into the shoulder girdles, drawing the belly in nice and tight. Really creating the length between the vertebra and the spine. And then releasing, lifting the head. And then one more time, extend the shoulder girdle, draw the belly in. And then releasing. Now we're going to sit back onto our heels. This time we're going to take the hands up. We're going to rotate the wrists here. Take any pressure off the hands. Massage the hands around. Can be quite challenging. Now extend those hands forward. Let's take the right leg back. Let's take the left leg back. Draw our hips back to the sky as we come into our downward facing lie. Let's step the feet together. From here, we're going to extend the left foot to the sky, extend the heel. Neutral pelvis, draw the heel to the sit bone. We'll rise up on the ball of the right foot, drawing the right leg in. Drawing the knee to the outside of the right elbow and then extending the left leg back to the sky. Let's fold the heel one more time, coming through, drawing that knee to the outside of the left elbow. Extend back to the sky, draw that foot down next to the other one. Now extend the right leg to the sky, neutral pelvis, heel to sit bone, rising up on the ball of the left foot, and then we're rolling forward, drawing that right knee to the outside of the right elbow. Continue, same again, rising up the ball left foot, rolling forward, extending that right knee to the outside of the right elbow, and then drawing that foot down, bring the heels down, bring the feet down, adjust your clothing as necessary. And then we'll come into our child's pose here. Let's rotate the wrist here again. Now we'll shift into our Sukhasana or seated posture. Easy seated posture. Well, easy for me anyway, may not be for you. If you find this posture challenging, you can place some cushions underneath your knees. The main thing is you want to make sure you've got a long spine. So if you need to, you can sit on a cushion. If you don't need that, then just remove the fleshy part of your buttocks to make sure you're sitting on the sit bone. So we're now going to take our right hand out to the side, palm facing down. Let's extend our left hand up to the sky and we shift over to the right hand side. We get a nice stretch along the left side body, but also we've got that length of the spine, continuing with the theme of the class and lengthening the spine. And then slowly lowering that left hand down. Inhale, exhale, drawing the right hand up and then shifting over to the left hand side. Nice stretch along the right side body. Drawing that right hand down. Inhale, extending the left hand up, palm facing down this time. And then slowly lowering down. Final time over to the left hand side. I can get confused with what is my left and right hand side sometimes. And then slowly lowering down. Now we're going to move into Bharavajasana. So let's take the left hand onto the right knee. Let's take that right hand behind us. Find that length in the spine. And we inhale and then exhale slowly and twisting to our right hand side. Keep that length in the spine, draw the belly in. And then we slowly release the twist, coming back to the starting position. Now we'll shift over to the left hand side. Let's take that left hand behind us. Get that length in the spine. Right hand onto the left knee. Inhale, exhale, drawing over to the left hand side. Then coming back to the center line. Nice and easy, slow and controlled. We always go into our posture slow with control, mindfulness, awareness. That's what we're looking for. We never rush in and out, okay? That's when injuries happen. So now we're going to take the knife edge of the left hand onto the right knee. Let's take that right hand behind us. Center of the spine here. Inhale, exhale, release. Turning or twisting to the right hand side. Draw the belly in, looking over the right shoulder. Coming back to the center line, slowly with control. Now, change over to the opposite side. This time, right hand on the left knee, knife edge. Knife edge. Extend the left hand up to the sky, open the heart. Place the left hand behind you. Inhale, exhale, twisting to the left hand side. Keep that length in the spine, draw the belly in. And then coming back to the center line. Now let's take ourselves back up, back to our 4-point base. Let's come into our Balasana or child's pose. Coming in, 4-point base, extend the right leg back, left leg back. Let's draw the hips back to the sky, come into our downward facing dog. Let's take the feet as wide as the mat, come into lion pose here. Let's really lengthen the spine, working the hips, pressing into the ground with your hands. Now we're going to look forward, we're going to jump our feet to the outside of our hands. So just take a little bounce here and then pushing up and then shifting forward. Come into our prayer squat. And you'll be working your heels down onto the mat. Take a moment here, shifting from side to side. Think about that length in the spine. Take your fists onto the mat. Shifting to side, working that hip flexibility, keeping that long spine in play. Now let's take the hands to the mat and let's take the weight into the hands and we'll take ourselves back. Lovely. Let's do this a couple more times. Just take a nice little bounce here. Feel the compression in the feet, in the legs as you're shifting forward. Coming into your prayer squat, think nice long spine, fists onto the mat, shifting from side to side. Then take the hands down. Take its weight into your hands, pressing back. One more time, looking forward, nice bounce. Taking the feet forward, moving from side to side. Nice long spine. Now we'll take the weight into the hands and then take the feet nice and long. Let's draw the knees down, come into Balasana, into our child's pose. From here, let's slowly step the feet up, work the feet towards the hand, come into our Uttanasana. forward fold. Let the head hang down. Release any tension in the neck. Couple of nice breaths here. Then slowly pressing into the ground with your feet. We'll slowly roll up vertebra by vertebra. Inhale, extend the hands up to the sky. Open the heart. Draw the hands behind. Interlock the fingers behind you. Open up the shoulders, lengthen the spine. And then we'll slowly turn to the front of the mat. To the side of the mat. Let's take the hands in front. Come into prayer pose. Draw the shoulders back and down. Nice long spine. Take a couple of calming breaths here. Let's close the eyes. And we'll slowly open the eyes. And relax the hands. Release any tension in the hands, release any tension in the legs. Well, there we go, viewers. I hope you enjoyed that class today. If you did, then give it a like. If you've got any comments, and please let me know in the comment section. You know, the spine is such an important part of our body. Now, you can take this flow, you can triple it to get a 60-minute flow class, which is going to be amazing for you. So, hope you enjoyed the session, Dave. If you want to check out my other videos, then check out my other yoga videos. Check out my Tai Chi videos. If this is your first time here, remember to hit the subscribe button and click the notification so you get notified when I publish new videos. Until that time, have an awesome day wherever you are in the world. And remember, your health is your wealth. Namaste.